welcome to my nursery. Happy Mother's Day. It is Mother's Day afternoon, the early part of the day, and I really wanted to come on and say Happy Mother's Day to everyone while I have the time and it's early and the day is just getting started. So here I am. I don't think I've ever done a video actually on Mother's Day. Usually I don't. I usually will do it the day before. I did do a video, I think that was Friday, but it wasn't really for Mother's Day. And actually I didn't think of saying Happy Mother's Day. So I felt like I needed to come do this video with my little girl again today, me and Layla again today. And we wanted to come and wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. Right, Layla? Say happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there and godmommies and grandmommies and aunties. Anyone who is a mommy, reborn mommies, silicone mommies, fur baby mommies. I just wanted to come and definitely wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. I also wanted to come feed Layla. I'm going to do a drinking wet feeding. This bottle is warm, if you could tell. So I warmed her bottle, but what I have to do, I forgot. I almost forgot. Before I even give her the bottle, I have to put her in a disposable diaper. I almost fed her in her cloth nappy, and I could feed her with her cloth nappy on, but then it's gonna get wet and then I have to let it dry. So I'd rather not do all of that. I'll just put her in this Huggies disposable and let her wet that up instead, and then I can just throw it away. That's just easier. Even when I had my real babies, I never ever wanted to use cloth nappies on my real babies. I mean, it's more economical to use cloth diapers for your real babies and for these dolls as well, because you can just reuse the cloth nappies. It saves money in the long run. You're not like filling up the landfill with disposable diapers. I get it. It's more earth friendly to use the cloth nappies, but for my real babies, I did not see washing out those diapers after they wet them, did everything in them. I couldn't see doing it. Washing out those nappies, the cloth ones. So I always use disposable diapers for my real babies. And now for my dolls, I use both for the dolls. You know, I like the cloth ones, and then I also like the disposable ones. But definitely for drink and wet feedings for this baby, when she drink and wet, I prefer to just use a disposable diaper. And I was saying that I was thinking about buying the cloth nappies for my reborn dolls because they don't drink and wet. They could just keep the cloth ones on. But I haven't done that yet. I'm thinking about it, but I kind of do like the disposable diapers. That's KY Liquid personal lubricant, water-based lubricant that I just put on her bottle nipple. And this is just distilled drinking water, bottled water. And that is mainly what I give this baby. Let's see if I can get this in her mouth. Because this nipple is kind of fat, but she can fit it in her mouth. But it's soft. The nipple is very soft. So then it is like it doesn't want to go in because it's so soft. I have to kind of play around with it to get her to take it. But she usually drinks from this bottle really well. And it is a Chico bottle. This bottle actually came with her from Clea Taylor, from her sculptor and artist. And if you're new to my channel, she is Laila, my Laila, but she is Dwayne Awake by Clea Taylor Dolls. And the girls in the edition are called Dania or Denia, and the boys are Dwayne. She is a full body silicone. As you can see, she's a drinking wet full body silicone. That is one of her features that I really, really wanted when I got her. Laila came home to me in 2018, July 6th of 2018. And she was my first custom from Clea Taylor Dolls at the time. And she was my first brand new baby directly from Clea Taylor Dolls at the time. She is and was a dream baby for me, definitely a dream baby, and she still is. And so, yes, ever since I've had her, she's definitely gotten a lot of drinking wet feedings over the years. I love feeding her, and the fact that she can drink and wet her diaper. I wanted that feature in her. It was like one of the main features that I wanted her to have, was to be able to drink and wet. At that time, I feel like the drinking wet system was really, it was kind of still new at the time. And I feel like it was more popular back at that time. Like everybody wanted a silicone with a drinking wet system. I definitely wanted one. I had one other one before her, and I didn't keep that one very long. It was a Melissa McCory drinking wet full body silicone I had first. And then I sold most of my dolls at that time to get this doll. So the other drinking wet baby, I didn't have her but maybe a month or two at the most, and then I had sold her. So this little girl, I definitely was looking forward to her when she was being made. Took her 9 months to be made. Most of you know, when I was waiting on her, you were watching my channel at the time. That was my first channel, Erica Jones, which I no longer have that channel. But yes, it was an ordeal waiting on this baby. It was like a real pregnancy. By the time she was all done and came home to me, oh my goodness. But she was well worth all that waiting of 9 months. I have enjoyed her so much, this doll, for the past 7 years. Soon will be 8 years in July. Like, I can't even believe it. 8 years with this baby. And like I said, I always give her water. I never gave her anything else to drink but water. Every now and then, I'll put a little alcohol in her water. And that's just a little, like, less than a cap full of alcohol. And I give her that once in a while to clean out her system, just in case there is anything going on in her tubing that needs to be cleared out, like mold or anything. But so far, she's never gotten mold. I stick to the distilled bottled water for her to drink when I do give her drinking wet feedings. And we haven't had any issues or problems so far, I must say. And certain bottles she drink out of better than others. This one, she drinks out of it really well. And when I warm her water, she drinks it better than if I give her cold water. I don't know what it is with the cold water. It doesn't go down as well. So yeah, and I usually change her diaper right after I feed her, so that way she's not sitting in a wet diaper. And so far, there's no issues with her bottom, like her silicone having any issues from her being a drinking wet. And the reason I'm going over all of this is for new people or some older collectors too, not just new collectors, that are curious about the drinking wet silicone dolls, and they have phobias about it, thinking that the doll is gonna mold, or there's gonna be something wrong, or the doll is going to have odors or whatever. It's so many different like stories I've heard of people thinking that can go wrong when you feed your doll water or it's a drinking wet doll. So I'm just here kind of to let you know that I've had this doll now almost 8 years, did many drinking wet feedings with her, and she's still in pristine condition. Her drinking wet still works well, no clogs in her tubing, no issues, no odors, no mold. Like, she's never had any issues. So that's just to kind of clarify that for anybody who might want a drinking wet doll, but they kind of scared to get one. Or you could actually, I've heard people who have a drinking wet doll, but they won't feed it anything because they're afraid. I can say for me, with just giving this baby water, bottled water, and every now and then, like I said, I'll put a little alcohol in it, and like just to check her and clear, make sure she's all clear and clean. I haven't had any issues with her at all. Now, I cannot speak for those who actually feed their doll, when you actually are feeding them other things other than just water. That I can't speak for, because I haven't given her any formula, any fake formula. Like, I don't give her any of that stuff to actually drink. So I can't really speak on that. But for me, with just water, I'm here to say if you just want to give your drinking wet doll water, you should be fine. Just make sure you sit them up after you feed them, so that way all the water can drain out. Make sure you change their diaper after you feed them. Don't leave them sitting in the wet diaper. Try to stick to bottled water. And if you want to give them a little cap of alcohol in the water every now and then, they should be fine. So that is the reason I went over all of that. I didn't say subscribe and like and click your notification bell and all of that stuff, share and hype, and feel free to comment below, or if you have any questions, comment below. So yeah, that is what I wanted to come do, was feed this little girl, and to wish you guys a happy Mother's Day, whatever you're doing today. My day is pretty quiet. I'm at home today. Just kind of relaxing. I had a nice breakfast this morning, and my kids gave me cards, of course, and beautiful roses. Like, roses is my favorite flower. Red roses I love. So I got a bouquet of roses. They're gonna do dinner, so I don't have to cook later. So that is like wonderful. When I don't have to cook, I'm like so happy with just that. That alone, when I could sit down and enjoy the food and I ain't have to cook it, I'm happy about that. And then we're gonna probably just watch some TV. Right now I'm watching From. If you guys know what From is, like, I'm hooked on that. That's coming on later. Well, it's probably already out because they put the episodes out early, but we usually watch it later on in the evening, so we'll watch some of that. And that's pretty much what I'm up to. And I wanted to come just spend a little time with my little girl again today. And I'm so enjoying her in this sleeper, you guys. Like, I'm loving anything with the pink bows on it, as I keep saying. And I love her in this sleeper. Like, I don't want to change her out of it. I forgot to look and see how much water was in this bottle. I think it was like 7 ounces. She drank about 2 ounces of it. And that's all I'm going to give her right now, because I don't want her to wet through the diaper. The diaper feels pretty wet already, and she didn't even drink like half that bottle. And I usually burp her, even though she's not a real baby. She is a doll. I'm aware, just in case somebody's watching and they don't collect these dolls and they be like, what are you doing? Why are you burping her? She's not real. Well, when you have a drinking wet doll and you burp them, it kind of just helps the water to go down. So that way, you know, you're getting all of that water out of the doll. So nothing's just kind of sitting in there. So when you burp them, it actually does help the water to go down. So Laila has, if you're new, she has a actual spine inside of her that you can feel when I press. She has a spine. What's in there, it feels like a spine. I'm not sure what it is, but it kind of looks like a spine when you look at her back, and you can actually feel it. She is poured all in one piece, and she, like I said, drinks and wets her diaper. And her silicone is amazing. Her painting is amazing. Love her skin tone. And her silicone is very wrinkly, if you can see that. Like, it looks like skin. And of course, my battery is trying to die. So I need to speed this up because this wasn't supposed to be a long video anyway. So hopefully it doesn't cut off before I'm done. But if it should cut off, happy Mother's Day again, you guys. And I will be back soon with another video, just in case it cuts off. Just in case. Because I probably won't do a part 2. I'll just end it wherever it ends. But let's see, can we change Laila's diaper in the meantime? Because I'm not going to change her out of her sleeper, like I said, because I'm loving her in this sleeper. Okay, let's see, can I get her closer so you guys can still see her? But she also has the squishy tummy, as you can see when I'm squeezing and pushing. She has this cute little umbilical cord stump that looks very realistic. And so also I'm going to try out these new diapers. They are called Amore by Pampers. I got these from, I think it was Target. So this is kind of a trial sample box I got. And it just has 5 diapers in there. That's a little coupon they give you for it. $3 off the next one. And then it comes in this little packaging. And so I'm going to put one of these on her. And these are a size 1. They really, really super soft. They have little teddy bears on them, if you can see that. So we're going to just give her that diaper for now so I can try them out. And the only thing is that I noticed when I was looking at the diapers, they didn't have any smaller packages. Like, it only had the sample pack that I got. Okay, so she wet her diaper pretty well, if you guys can tell. But yeah, they only had that sample pack or a big full box that had, like, it was at least like 60 or more diapers in it. And I didn't want a big pack like that. So I'm hoping that they'll make more smaller packages, like just the regular size with like 30 something in there. Because I didn't want like to get a whole huge box of them. But the diaper feels really nice. It's really soft, the material. And I like that they are mainly white. So that's the diaper up close. She can fit size 1 diapers, but she also fits newborn. That's the back of it. So I'm liking how they look. I probably would buy more of these diapers. But like I said, I don't want a whole box with like all those diapers in it. It was like a huge box. It might have been more than 60 in it. So anywho, as I've been saying to you guys, I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life behind the scenes. Nice things, good things, happy times, but nevertheless, a lot of stuff that I'm doing the end of this month, starting from like next week, not this week coming up, but the following, like those last 2 weeks of the month. So my videos, as I've been saying, to give you guys a heads up, my videos could be kind of sketchy. I'm going to see if possibly I could do some extra videos, like pre-record some, So that way when I get really busy where I can't record any videos, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to end up happening, where I can't record videos regularly, I may pre-record some so I can have something to put up on my channel. So that way I won't be MIA for too long. So that is something I'm going to try to do, is kind of pre-record some videos for you guys, so you won't be sitting there with no videos to watch on my channel for like, it probably will be for, like I said, the last 2 weeks of the month, possibly even the first week of June, where I'm going to be still busy. So we'll see how it goes, but I might, like I said, just try to pre-record some videos in this week coming up while I have the chance and the time. And really, let's see. Yeah, because the next week after this week is the graduation and my daughter's birthday. So one is graduating, the other one has a birthday the same week. And I have family coming down from New York also. So that's like a huge thing. Like, I haven't seen some of my family in a while. So that's going to be definitely fun, and I'm looking forward to that. So I will be busy that week of the 17th or the 18th that week. And then going into the last week of the month, I will also have a lot going on that week, and possibly the beginning of June also. And I will update you guys on all of that as we go along. You'll see why and what's going on. Stay tuned. And also I have changes, huge changes coming to my nursery. So stay tuned. You'll see all that is happening very soon. So that is all for this video, you guys. I want to just say happy Mother's Day again. Enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day. And that is me and Layla getting ready to enjoy the rest of our Mother's Day. So that is it for now. That's the new diapers that are out, if you guys haven't seen them. And I ended up putting this passy on her little pink bow for now, because this passy matches perfect and it's all silicone. And now my cat woke up from her nap and she wants to get out of the nursery. She do that every time I'm doing a video. If she's in the room with me, then she wants to get out. That's why usually I don't want her in here when I'm doing a video, because she think I'm just supposed to stop right now and get up and let her out of the room. I will let you out in a second, Roxy. I'll be there in a second. We almost done. So anyway, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching.